button. I have it.
This is Little Bobby Strong. Today I'm going to talk about a growing phenomenon in the fitness world, which has been amplified by the COVID pandemic. It's called online or remote fitness training. People have the option now, instead of going out and meeting a fitness trainer or a trainer comes to your door, they can do it online. Either they will buy a package and just work out, or they can become like pen pals on the internet by email with somebody, or they can do it with video. I'm going to do that on a separate video blog on online training, but today I'm going to talk about a specific company that I used to almost work for, despite my reservations about remote training. We'll look at my high-tech power presentation here. The company used to be called Kudos. Now it's called Kickoff Fitness. I got this link in my Indeed.com email, which is a legitimate employment company. This company's looking for fitness trainers. So I'm calling this video blog Kickoff Personal Training. Was I kicked off or kicked to the curb? This is just another story from the wacky world of fitness. What this ad in the Indeed.com said was online fitness coaches needed. Job type, part-time. Salary, $3,000 to $5,000 per month. Say what? That got my attention. Imagine what it would be full-time wages. Supplementing what I'm earning now, I could be looking at retirement fairly soon. They also said, this Kickoff.com in their ad, if you demonstrate that you can help your clients achieve their goals and that they will stay on to work with you, we will supercharge your marketing effort and start sending you 20 leads for every one client that you recruit on your own. 20 leads. Now they didn't say clients, sign clients, but leads. So you're expected to sign them. Fair enough. This part, remember this. Find one client on your own. This is the only client that you will have to acquire on your own. Well, that's not bad. I can live with that. The client pays $3 per day for a basic, double for live interactive. The trainer gets half to 2/3 depending on the source. If it's just a basic, it's $3 per day, like I said. If you do it interactively, so it's live video feeds and you're working out on video with the client, $6 per day. So I figured it out. If you have one client, that's $45 a month. If you have 10 clients, that's $450. If you have 10 clients that are doing the live interactive, that's $900 a month. I can live with that. What I had to do now is get a client. I had to tap into my network. The problem is, they don't mind giving money to me, but people are wary of giving bank info to an unknown entity. They'll give their money to Amazon, PayPal, Costco, Skip the Dishes, pizza place. But they don't know this Kickoff.com. It's a California company. People are wary of giving that money. So I asked around a few contacts, former fitness clients, and no, it's a scam. I'm not going to participate. Finally, I found a friend of mine, Bruce, a very willing participant. I might have had to ply him with a few elixirs to get him to do it. He said, I will sign on for 2 months and that's it. So I thought, well, in 2 months, I could show my stuff and they could start sending me clients. So that works for me. They also said they do it using artificial intelligence. So what happened was this client of mine, he fills out a form, his goals, his objectives, any injuries he has, any health concerns. Then the artificial intelligence sets him up with the exercises. They also do meal plans. I also wanted to make sure, okay, what's the liability issues? If somebody gets hurt or sues me, they assured me they have a very good waiver form that's rock solid. So I put my trust in them. I thought, well, I know my one client's not going to sue me, so that'll be good. Now, as for the artificial intelligence, once my client started training, the meal plans were fine. But you probably need a cordon bleu chef of your own to make some of the things. Now, one thing to remember, fitness trainers are not dietitians. We're not nutritionists. We can't really be telling people what to eat. We can advise them on eating healthy. So that's something you have to be wary of if you're a fitness trainer. If somebody has a food allergy and you recommend a certain food, you could be into a certain amount of issues here. I'm just waiting for this to load up some more here. You can swing back my way. Another problem, this artificial intelligence was supposed to be sending the whole program, and then I fine-tune and tailor it. But it wasn't doing that. I was having to pick one at a time. So for some reason, it wasn't living up to its billing. We'll go back to the screen. Got a problem here, shit. Okay, my pictures aren't. Okay, here it goes. I thought my pictures were dying on me. Meal plans, liability, that was all good. So I'm ready to train the client, so we're going into it. Now, they have what's called onboarding. Onboarding means while I'm training this client, they're watching me and they want me to prove that I can do a good job before they send me clients. They wanted a portfolio with a headshot, an active shot, and a shot of me showing my personality. First thing I did was I sent them a headshot that I usually use. This I wasn't ready for. They rejected the headshot. They said it was too grainy. I liked this one because I still had a lot of my hair up top, but it was too grainy. Okay, understand. Let's try again. This is where things get complicated. This was another headshot, too grainy. Now what I did, it was a distant shot of me working out, and I zoomed in on the pictures and fiddled with it. But you can see it looks like I was lying out in the sun too long, got sunburned. Tried this one outside using a digital camera. The sun was behind me, my face is shaded, they didn't like that. Same with this one, looks like I was under a sun lamp too long. Now, while this is going on, time's wasting because this is time where I could have been approved and they could have sent me some clients or some leads. I was hoping that my more youthful pictures would have passed the grade, but I'm told that they're too grainy. As I age, my pictures when I smile make me look like the Joker or the Ghoul of the Thousand Wrinkles. I'll keep trying to get the right shot so that won't send their potential clients fleeing in fear. Now, I was going to send this one, and I thought, probably not a good idea. They'll probably say it's too grainy or too phony. Finally, and this took almost 3 months. Not my best picture. I wasn't pleased, but they accepted it. I don't look too wrinkled, but I'm showing my age. I wanted to show a youthful picture, but what I realized, I wanted to send them what I wanted to. You have to send what they want. They're the guys that are going to approve it. Then I had to do an action shot. I thought this was my best ever action shot. Jasper Banff relay, I'm running in the mountains. I had a full mane of golden locks. It was fairly muscular for a guy with slow twitch distance runner's muscles. Too grainy. It was an old picture. This one, another action shot. I'm rocking the Glenn Fry 70s Eagle Fu Manchu there, and I had some muscle. Once again, too grainy, and it was kind of dark. I understand that one. Here's an action shot using a digital camera. I found the other cameras, the old shots that weren't with digital cameras or weren't done with iPhones or cell phone cameras, and then you try to blow them up, juice them up. There weren't enough pixels, whatever a pixel is. So this one was rejected. Now I'm starting to get a little bit frustrated. I was going to send this one of me fiddling around in the laundry room wearing my wrestling togs, but I thought, no, I better not. Then they'll cut me off for good. Finally, settled on this one. I'm in a kayak. It was with the digital cameras outside. I was worried, but for some reason they accepted this one. Now, this also took 3 months, so I sent them all in at the same time. The headshot, the action shot, and this is the personal shot, where they wanted you to bring out some of your personality. I thought this is a great one. That's me when I was still fairly pumped with my nieces and nephews, the Pied Piper of fitness. Too distant, too grainy, they said. And it was done with an old Kodak camera, so you have to do it with a cell phone camera or a digital camera. I thought maybe this is what they want, but I guess it was too downtown little Bobby Strong for them. Rejected again. So I thought, okay, they want personality. I'm running from the woolly mammoth at the museum, but once again, and this was with the digital camera, they just said it was too grainy. They wanted a little close, more of a close-up. I'm starting to get annoyed. I was going to send them this one. You want personal? I'll show you personal. That's me getting arrested by 2 pretend cops on the Las Vegas Strip. But once again, I thought, no, I want to do this legit. I want them to accept me. I want to give it a try. Finally, my personal shot. I'm standing alone by a poison ivy patch, but for some reason they accepted it. Now, while this is going on, 3 months have wasted. My client only stayed on for 2 months. So I send a few queries out. Okay, when are you sending me some leads? They're not even clients, they're leads. So March 1st is when I started. By September 1st, 0 clients. Not 20 clients, as they said. 20 clients for every client that you get. Not even 1 client. I'm starting to think, well, maybe, as often happens in the fitness world, not all is as it seems to be. They did have bi-monthly webinars, so I would get on them on my computer. They weren't bad. They were a learning experience. I finally figured out what's happening here. One of the trainer coaches that was on the webinar, she said, I think she lived down in New York City somewhere. She says, I have friends and neighbors all over the tri-state. They said, oh, if only you were close by where we could train with you. And she said, I am. You can train with me by kickoff.com. Then I thought, that's what they want. They want people with a whole slew of trainers online already. And then they have this instant influx of clients of their own, and then maybe they'll send you some. So it was starting to make sense to me now. Another thing I had to do is I had to get internet put on my phone, which I didn't need up till then because I did everything on my laptop. So that was an extra $10. That wasn't bad. That's to get their app, and then I could transfer the app onto my laptop. Suddenly, about early September, my cell phone, I'll show you my cell phone here, they suddenly decided it's too small. My cable provider, or my internet, cable TV provider, and my phone provider. Your phone's too small. You have to buy a new phone if you want to get internet. So I'm looking at $150 for a new phone. Also, when I did the initial interview with my client that I got, it was supposed to be a video interview, a video chat. Because I get Wi-Fi from a neighbor, it wasn't very good, so we just did a verbal chat. So I would have to upgrade, probably go back to my cable provider, pay another $85 to $90 for internet from them rather than the Wi-Fi from my neighbor. So I'm looking at maybe $200, and I haven't got a lead yet. Finally, middle of the night, I sent a poignant email to the CEO of Kickoff.com. Alcohol may have been a factor, maybe not. Finally, they sent me a lead. By this point, I've sort of lost the will. I would have had to upgrade everything, pay more money. It's been months, many months since I was sort of into it, training my client that I got. It's like having an internet date, and they stiff you 3 times, and they said, well, the quality of the coffee, there weren't enough pixels in it. Eventually you're losing interest, and that's sort of what happened to me. I just lost interest. I figured there's no guarantee that this one client they sent me, or this one lead they sent me, is going to turn into a client. If I'm not pulling in clients of my own, they're not going to send me more. So I just sort of figured it's time to give it up. It's over. So what I did, I just let it lapse. I still hear from them once in a while, but I don't get the app anymore because I'm not getting internet on my phone. Now, I'm not saying this company is a scam. They worked. All the payments went through. They paid me. They didn't jack around my client when he wanted to cancel after 2 months. So it works. But once again, they said, this is the only client you'll ever need to get. They didn't live up to what they promised. For somebody who's got 20 clients and 10 of them want to go online and they want to give that a try, the company's not a scam, but it didn't work for me. A lot of that might have been my fault. I didn't get on top of the pictures right away, but in the world of fitness, anytime there's a promise of all these this big multitude of clients coming your way, most people who've been in the business know that it's a grind out, one client at a time. These magic fixes usually don't work out. That's it for today. Signing out, this is Little Bobby Strong. Good. Okay, we'll see how that works.